Hello, it's time for some dirt racing at Bristol in the 358 modifieds. So, strength of field 1900. I must be in the top split because I think it probably split in two. I'm not used to that with these cars. I'm usually in a lower split. Anyway, Bristol. I knew this was a track on iRacing, Bristol Dirt. I kind of thought it was just kind of a joke thing that iRacing did. It's like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we turned Bristol into a dirt track?
Your quickest overall.
But I recently have discovered that this is an actual real thing that the NASCAR Cup cars ran at last year, I think. And that just boggles the mind, my mind anyway.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 76 Fahrenheit. That lap was at 17.
I'm probably going to be slow. Looks like this track is more slick than the practice I was running. So we'll see.
Your lap time was 18.
Most people wouldn't call 1900 a high strength of field, but I'm used to this being like 1100 or lower.
The guy behind has just done it 17.8. Your quickest overall.
But we'll see. It's kind of... This might be fun. I mean, it's fun-ish like this, but I have a feeling you need the more powerful cars to really have fun, because right now it's just kind of... I don't know. I guess it's more slick than the practice was, so that adds a little bit of talent. I don't know if getting down on that apron is good or not. Sometimes I do it when I want to go low. Just the front tires, mind you.
Helms 17.6 P3.
Keeping up with the 5 okay. I don't know if he's just practicing or what. I'm not getting around him, but
That's the end of the
he's
session.
not blowing me away. 17.7 is pretty slow. But like I said, the track is much more degraded than it was, and not very many people went out. Let's see what we can do. I didn't check to see how many people are in this race. I'm the number
Exit is clear. Okay, Justin, we've got
12.
2 laps to get the job done.
I'd say I'm probably pretty close to the bottom of this top split race. There's like 25 to 28 people signed up, I would say. There's probably 13, 14 in this race. I don't know where to put the back tires here. It's super slick right there. The whole practice I had a... Like, here's a little lane up here for the back tire. The rear, right rear. Get some drive off. Try going lower here.
That lap was at 18.0.
Yeah, 18.0 isn't going to get nothing done. Oh, did that tiny 0x invalidate this lap? I sure hope so. Because it was much better. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it didn't count. I got a 17.743. That didn't count because of the tiny scrape. That would actually have moved me up a ways. Assuming these people don't have a second lap to do. But anyway, that's not what happened. I'll see you at grid up. I am back. P10. That lap that got thrown away because of the slightest of wall scrapes would have had me P4. But it is what it is. I'm starting P10. Is there 13 cars? I didn't really look. I think there's 13 cars in this race. And I'm the number 12, so yeah. Might be 14 cars. Either way. Not much expected out of me. So I'll just kind of try to chill. The last season I ran these in the second half quite a bit. this car, and I had a blast with it. It was fun, and it was like, wow, I'm driving modified, and that was cool. Now that I've driven the big blocks, I've done 4 races now this season. You don't realize how underpowered this car is until then. Kind of loses a little bit of its thrill. I'm not saying, oh, I gotta go fast, but it's much tamer of an experience, let's put it that way. And Bristol is just too big for something like this. You just
30 laps. Make 'em count.
feels like you're just driving laps, but it might be a different story with a bunch of cars to try to navigate around. Or I could just get left in the dust and get my 12th that I'm supposed to get. And we got 30 laps here. Yeah, Bristol. So for a real NASCAR race, they bring in a bunch of dirt, cover it all up, and go race on it, and then have to take all the dirt back out. I don't know how that works, but it is absolutely blows my mind that that was a thing that happened, and maybe still is going to happen. I don't know. I follow NASCAR not at all. I get more NASCAR news just from random comments watching other people's iRacing videos than I do for anywhere else. I only know the name of the NASCAR champion last year because that person was in an ARCA race with Colton, who I watch. And he mentioned it. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh. It was a name I had heard, but it was like, I can't place like a car number or sponsor or what he would even look like. I don't know. I just heard the name before. Stuff like that. It's like I just hear little bits and pieces. All right, time to concentrate. Try not to be in a wreck.
Okay, Justin, here we go. Green, green, green.
Green, green, green. Let's go into the wall. Why did I do that?
Car inside. Got car low. Inside's clear. Car down low.
Driving into the wall was just stupid. I don't think it really hurt anything, but it's not something I should be doing as a habit.
Still there.
Someone zooming below me. Am I dead last? This might be a race where I get dead last on merit. It's funny because I could have just as easily qualified 4th.
The lap time was at 18.1.
Would I have just fallen straight back had that been the case? I'm guessing people are running a little lower.
Car outside. Clear outside.
I think I thought I was in more danger of hitting that car.
Clear outside.
Kicked it way too sideways there, and I lost him. Where are these guys running? Through the slick? Well, I might be lapped traffic. Had to get out of it a little bit, or I was probably going to climb the wall. Looks like they're running high. Where'd that car go? There he is. That car's just slamming the wall over and over again. But he's still faster than me.
You've just done at 18.1.
I have nothing for these guys. Not even one of them. Just don't have the knack for this track, I think. Had I actually gotten that 4th place, I think I would have just gotten swarmed. Yep. I'm sure I'll publish this video because why not, but I almost have to put a disclaimer on there. Do not watch. Nothing at all happens. Something could happen still, I guess, but most likely would have to involve wrecking. This is a fixed setup, so it's all talent and skill.
That lap time was 17.9. The guy ahead's lap time is
I
17.8.
just pitched it way too sideways. Now I'm just being left behind, and it's not even halfway yet. The goal now is to not be lap traffic, because I don't want to have to deal with that. It's only...
Your last lap time was 18.2.
18.2 is so bad. I'm sure I finished dead last in a race before. But I don't know if I've ever finished dead last in a race before where everyone finished.
18.0.
I don't know if that made sense. It made more sense in my head than it did coming out of my mouth. But my point is, I'm just bad here. Sometimes I think I'm okay in these cars, but I'm always in the lower splits.
Got plenty of fuel. You've just done 18.0.
Somebody sent a cone out there. Play the little sad tune from Arca Break Weekly whenever a cone gets hit.
That last lap was 18.
You just lose so much speed. The back end kicks around a little too much, and it's just... You can just feel how much speed you lose from it. I've had races where I led every lap in this class, and now I have races where I ran in the back every lap. It's not impossible for something to happen, but I guess another thing I'm not used to is not having people wrecking for free spots.
18.0.
These guys all are capable of keeping it going without wrecking for the most part, so...
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 0.9.
0.9 ahead. I don't see a red car in the relative, which means, unless I really screw up, I should be safe from getting lapped at least. I'd like to try to figure something out. Like, it'd be cool to, like, all of a sudden figure it out and start at least reeling these guys in a little bit.
That lap time was 18.0.
I guess it was 0.9 at one point, so maybe I am. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't go around or not hit that guy. I thought he was going to get going again. Well, there's the spots I was hoping for, but not really how I wanted to do it.
The gap in front is now 1.5.
Now I got 2 X's to go with it. Not that I care that much about it. Now there's a red name behind me because of how much I slowed down. Yeah, not much of an exciting race. Maybe I can trick people into watching it by getting a good thumbnail out of that flipping car or something. Like, look at all the action that there was in this video. Turns out there was none. It was a lie. It was clickbait. I fooled you all. You are trapped. You have to watch. Because of my clickbait thumbnail.
1.1 seconds.
Six seconds behind and getting lapped. 5 to go. I'd like to think I'm not a second slower, although if I throw it sideways in the slick, that's not good. Don't do that again. Just a little groove here for your rear tires, and that's just kind of where you should drive it, I guess. 5.9. Yeah, you ain't gaining a second a lap on me, so should be good to not get lapped.
The gap in front is now 1.1.
not gonna, not just because I'm doing bad, but this isn't my favorite combo I've ever run. It's just, maybe if I was in front leading every lap, I would have thought it was something better, but honestly,
2 laps remaining. That was 18.0.
just boring. Curious as to what the big blocks would do around here. Wonder what the street stocks would be like around here. I mean, they're slow, but
1 more lap to go. You've just done
I don't know if the street stocks come here or not. I kind of forgot Dirt Bristol was a thing until this popped up. I'm like, oh. Well, if anyone watched that, I appreciate it.
P9. Okay, it's over.
Well, I gained a 4 iRating according to Race Labs. I wasn't expected to do too good, and I didn't. I gotta remember that. I kept it clean except for hitting that dude. Looks like we have... That's exacerbated. You know, my place is less impressive when you see that 2 people didn't even show up. So, yeah, there was 14, but only 12 raced. Anyway, let's get through the incidents. There's probably not too many. Now, actually, you know, if it's going to count wall hits, this 14 was pretty good at. Pretty good at doing that. I don't know how much I care about watching wall hits over and over. I like to keep these 358 mod videos a little shorter, especially since I just recorded a... That was literally the accident that I benefited from. We're stuck on the 10. Yeah, sorry for speed running that, but there wasn't anything that interesting to see. In the interest of keeping a boring video shorter for anyone who feels compelled to watch it all, I'll end it here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.